Keep talking.
Yeah, just missing a little right, but still a good swing. Just could have stayed over it a touch more, but good spot. I'll have a pretty good look into the green from there.
How do you feel about your focus? And
focus was good.
Yep.
Solid.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Good.
A little bit.
Yeah, but what was the reason for it being a bit clean, do you think?
Downhill.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean, you get some tough lies on this course. That's one of the things that protects it. It's not what looks a relatively simple shot becomes tricky. So, and you saw that as part of your process. Yeah. You mentioned it's on the downhill. It's probably going to come out a little lower. So that was good. You're taking a lot of good information. I would challenge you on the putts, and from now on,
okay.
You are focused on something as you walk to the ball.
Yeah.
So I want to know what that is.
Okay.
As you're over the ball, there is some cognition in there. There is something going on.
Yeah.
So just try and let me into that world a little bit.
Okay.
If you think of Osphere, the ONS, your options and your selections is solid.
Yeah.
Taking in a lot of information, doing the maths equation. You're talking me through your feel process, which is great. So part of your visualization. I want to know a little bit more on that walk to the ball, and then as you're executing the shot, what are you focused on?
Okay.
And look, talking it aloud might mean performance isn't quite where you want it to be.
Yeah.
But don't worry about that for now. I know we set you a target of level par, and we want you to work towards that because it's there to help you focus. But what's more important to me is understanding where do you put your attention as you're walking to the ball. I think I can see because I'm looking at where your eyes go and I'm looking at where your head goes. So I think I have an understanding of what you're doing, but I want you to say, this is what I'm doing right now.
Let's take a couple strokes here to kind of feel that ball roll out from that point. Step over it. Couple practice swings. Looking at that target and then seeing the line roll out the rest of the way. Over the ball. Get comfortable. Good feel in the hands. Grip that. Check down that line for the visualization, and then go.
I would give you like 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10 on the putt.
Yeah.
For processes and for what we've worked on.
Yeah.
You're really engaged with the mind and body connection. So what your thoughts and feelings are matching your intention of hitting a good shot. Mm-hmm. How close do you get to that in qualifying, or do you struggle?
I think there are times when I get a little bit more distracted. I actually think, like, for me, being able to talk things out loud a little bit helps a lot.
Yeah.
So like when I have a caddy, my dad caddies for me a lot.
Yeah.
But it helps to create those images a little bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas I have a slight tendency to get a little bit more internal otherwise.
Have you ever read a book called Dream On?
I have not.
So it's about this guy who quits his job and his goal is to shoot under par in a year.
Interesting.
And he quits his job, he basically goes crazy, he dedicates his whole life. He's like a 105 shooter.
Yeah.
And he decides, okay.
I've heard of this.
Yeah. He had a bet with Sam Torrance, and Sam Torrance's exact words were dream on. So from reading that book, that was an interesting book for me to read because I wondered what psychology training he went through. One of the things that the psychologist gave him, or that he discovered himself, he used to have a make-believe caddy.
Yeah.
And he would change it on every hole. So one hole, Sevi would be caddying for him. and he would talk to Seve in his mind.
Yeah.
Then on the next hole, maybe it was Tiger that was caddying for him. So I think that could be potentially a strategy for you to put into play. So reset, Noah. Okay. Slow down.
Yeah, no, I know. I was
just getting in. Okay.
Messing around.
So when I mention that strategy to you, what do you think? You think it's like you could imagine that your dad's on the bag, and you can imagine these conversations. There's nothing to stop you even mumbling these conversations. If it's gonna, what we're talking about is strategies to pull you more into the process, more to the bottom of the triangle. So that's something we can discuss at the end. But I think that might be one route that we can take this. Okay.